Is it going? All right, it's going. Hey, what's up, guys? This is the MediocreMadame again, and Justin, and we're going to be bringing you a dual com of some random topics that we came up with, because we got a few announcements we got to talk about. But why don't you go and say what's up, MediocreMadame?
What's up, MediocreMadame?
Say goodnight to everybody. Good night, everybody. We had a few topics, because we had what's that?
I said you better sign that shit off.
All right, we'll sign it off. We'll sign it off at the end. Okay, so we had a few topics we want to talk about, serious topics, not so serious topics, because we're gonna have something for you guys coming out in the near future. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But we're gonna have a few topics. We're gonna go with a few questions I was asked, and then MediocreMadame's gonna go into some of the Black Ops things that's been going on lately, and then we'll talk about a few other video games. So without further ado, I'm gonna hog up the first minute of this dual com.
What's new?
And then whenever MediocreMadame talks, I'm going to talk over, okay? So what happened before is that on Xbox Live, I've been playing for a while, but I did get a few friend requests and some messages that asked, do I play with subs? Now, before, the easy answer is that, yes, I do play with subs, but I don't really take friend requests, okay? So the reason why is that on my friend request list, there's only like 7 people, I think, or 8 people. So I know all of them in real life, except the MediocreMadame, right? And so it's a really, really small list. And the reason why I did that, or I'm not taking friend requests, is because I have a Twitter. So usually on Twitter, I will say when I'm going to play, and then you can send the invite to the so-and-so, my gamer tag, right? Which I still am trying to find a new gamer tag. And the reason why I'm not taking friend requests is because I could take over 100 friend requests and pretend to play with you guys and then just appear offline all the time, but I'm not going to do that because it's lying, okay? So I'll tell you guys up front that I do play with subs, but I have yet to really accept any friend requests for the last, I think MediocreMadame was the last person that I accepted a friend request from. So
I feel so lucky.
I know, and she'll probably get deleted here in a second. She keeps running her mouth like that, right?
Oh, shit.
So, but I wanted to tell you guys that if you do want to play, and I always want to play with subs because when I play Modern Warfare 2, I'm having a really difficult time. Follow me on Twitter. It's JustinCase1004, and I will always invite you guys. But
Not 1005. That guy's a fucking imposter.
That dude was trying to steal 1004, so I couldn't change my name. But I wanted to be upfront with you guys and not say that yes, and then make another gamer tag and then appear offline. And so that's just, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the time to do that, and it's lying anyway. So that was my first topic. So if you want to play with me, go to that. And I'm usually playing, and here's another thing. I'm usually only playing with the MediocreMadame too. So I mean, if you get to play with me, you probably get to play both of us. So it's a win-win
And that's
situation.
just like you're winning the lottery there.
I know. So you get to tell all your friends about it later. But anyways, MediocreMadame's going to take it away with the second topic on this dual com, and it is...
I didn't know we were done with the first topic. I thought we were going to talk about... thought we were going to talk about what my view on it was. You don't want to hear what I have to say?
You want to... Oh, yeah. There you go. You said you didn't want to talk about it, but you go ahead.
Oh, you just like to hear what you want to hear. Alright, so on my YouTube channel, I even put something on there that said, I'm not accepting random friend requests right now. That I wanted to wait until I had time for open lobbies or whatever. But I would still get tons of friend requests. Like, not tons, not like T Martin or Duncan's friend requests. But
those guys are famous. If you know those guys, famous,
you're
right?
lucky,
You're lucky,
man. I can only hope. But what I was gonna say is that I maybe got like 5 a week, and some of them would have messages, some of them wouldn't, and it's like, if I've never played with you, why would I'm gonna add you just because you like my videos? Like, that doesn't, as much as I want, like you said, as much as I want to say yes to everyone, I would just be offline, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'll tell you up front to your face that I'm not gonna do that right now.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go behind your back and lie to you.
Exactly, and plus, if I'm not playing that much anyways, I don't want to give you, like, I know it sounds stupid, but the only phrase I can think of is, like, false hope that I'm going to be online and available to play with you. Because if I'm not, then I'm just taking up space on your friends list, and you're just taking up space on mine.
Yeah.
So I'm already at, like, 60-something, and I swear I don't add, like, new people, but it keeps growing and growing.
Mine's at, like, 8. I think it's really at 8, and that's enough for me.
Yeah. Excuse me, yeah. But, okay, on to the second topic.
Oh, on the second topic, FAMAS nerf.
Yeah, the FAMAS got nerfed in Black Ops, and I think the update just came out this morning. And I don't want to get too far into our third topic yet, but essentially what happened is that everything that stayed the same is the fire rate, damage, range, and magazine size. So all that is the same. But ADS raise time, hipfire accuracy, and that was reduced, and slightly slower, like a recenter speed. They've all been tweaked. It's also obviously less accurate because of the increased gun kick. Now,
but nothing to the AUG though, right?
Nah, nothing,
Okay.
nothing to the AUG. But see, that actually could lead us into the third topic of everyone complaining that everything's, you know, OP or whatever. In this case, it was the FAMAS, and you know, Treyarch listened or whatever and released the update to change it. Now, as far as the FAMAS being garbage now, it kind of is. It's
Oh wow! I never even
it's
played, so yeah, first-hand experience from you.
It kind of, I mean, it was definitely my main gun, but just because I was too lazy to really change my class. Like I had a class with an AUG, which is now my favorite gun. Whenever I pick up a commando from a fallen enemy, I'll use that because I really enjoy that gun. Now that the FAMAS sucks, I've changed most of my classes over to the Galil because I haven't unlocked the commando or the G11 yet. But by nerfing the FAMAS, all you're doing is transferring power to a different gun.
Yeah.
So in my experience, I haven't, you know, taken the time to weigh all the stats, but from using every single gun, which I have at least once, I've used every gun just because I want to figure out what works for me. That the AUG, when you're around that level, is a similar assault rifle.
Yeah.
The damage I think is a little bit lower, but it's you know, as accurate, or maybe not as accurate, but it's very similar to me.
I thought they were identical in every way except
yes.
the recoil.
So did I, but I know the iron sights are
Yeah.
different. I think the AUG iron sights I think are bigger, but it's like, so now you nerf the FAMAS. Okay, great. Now everyone's just gonna, you know, go to the AUG. Or if we're gonna complain about overpowered weapons, why wouldn't we talk about, like, okay, so the G11 is the very last assault rifle that you can unlock, right? It's a 3-round burst assault rifle. Easily, to me, the most powerful weapon in the game.
One of
you
them,
hit,
yeah.
one of the most powerful. You hit 2 of those, you know, 3 shots, which how you wouldn't hit 3 if you hit the first 2. But if you hit those, it's basically like a sniper rifle. It's extremely accurate, and it's like, because a lot of people don't use it, because most people use the FAMAS, they're nerfing the FAMAS. But the G11 is more powerful, so why aren't you nerfing the G11?
Well, I have an idea on that. Because you can't use attachments on the G11, right? There's like a scope, but that's the only one.
Yeah, there's scopes. Yeah.
Would the old FAMAS be more equal if you couldn't use any attachments on it?
More equal to the G11?
Or more balanced, I guess. Like, would people still use it a lot if you couldn't put any attachments on it?
Probably. You know, and I don't read up on like MLG or whatever, but don't they use like extended mags, or I think they use dual mags in Red Dot? I don't remember.
Yeah, let's say you couldn't use any attachments, so the only way you could use the FAMAS was just the FAMAS 30-round magazine. That's it.
That's it.
I think that'd be more reasonable than what they did to
people would use
Yeah.
people are going to do whatever they want. You're going to like I said, you're going to complain about one gun being overpowered. People are just going to move to the next best gun.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now the FAMAS sucks. Great. Now everyone's going to use the AUG, or everyone's going to use the Galil. Like, what's the difference?
I know.
If you think the gun is overpowered, become a better player to combat against it. Nobody's stopping you from not using the FAMAS.
I know we were talking about. I know you didn't watch that commentator showdown thing with the 12 guys. There was like.
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time for that either.
Actually, I did watch a little bit of it because I was kind of rooting for Sandy Ravage, but
yeah. So everybody wanted to watch him play, and he hasn't played in a really long time.
He hates Black Ops.
Yeah, but if you watch any of that, every single person used the FAMAS. Okay, so if you're telling me that the best players, we'll go ahead and say, you know, arbitrarily, they're the best players, you know, on YouTube or whatever, which is still pretty good. I don't know if they're the best players in the world because obviously there's no world championships with Black Ops, which is stupid, right? So, best players in the world use the FAMAS. So just because you don't use the FAMAS does not make you a better player. I never understood that argument either. That was actually my first video I ever made with the AK-74U. It was like, I'm not trying to impress anybody on these videos. I don't care what anybody thinks. If you use a shittier gun, but if you're using a bad gun, those guys like Marker J1, he can still, you know, whip ass with a bad gun, but he just.
Or Sandy Ravage can use the Black Ops spaz and just wreck house.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, that's cool, but that doesn't, you know, if you're doing that, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a better player than somebody else. I mean, I never understood that.
No, it doesn't. If you have skill, you have skill.
I know,
like,
people recognize game recognized game.
Yeah, I don't understand why people say if you use the FAMAS, you're not a very good player, or that doesn't make sense to me. You can't just say no. You're good with a FAMAS. No, you're. I mean, you're good.
Yeah, best player. Market J won it. Okay, best player. Go watch any of his videos. FAMAS everything. So even the best player in the world, you know.
Or we can use Sandy Ravage as an example. Not necessarily the FAMAS, but I mean, you go back and you watch all his Modern Warfare 2 videos. He's using a bunch of different weapons.
Yeah, it's like UMP or FAMAS. So.
Yeah, and then he runs around with the spaz and like totally wrecks everything. And
that's cool
like,
too.
Yeah, it is really cool. You actually have some videos up like that, which
I don't know if they're like that, but
I kind of like them because I'm like in the background.
You're in the background with turkeys.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we go ahead.
Whatever. No.
Okay, so we are running out. We are on 4.5 minutes left. And did you want to talk about the OP, or is that we're good on that?
We're good on that.
Okay, Stupid OPs, right? We're going to be talking about probably something you guys would be interested in. We're going to be talking about the new channel that we will be doing. So do you want to go into a little more insight about that one?
Yeah, I do.
Since we talked about it so much.
Real quick, though, we skipped over Duke Nukem.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Duke Nukem. What first impressions?
Awful.
Last impressions?
Awful.
All right, so we're going to talk about this new channel coming up right here between me and the MediocreMadame. If you listen to both of us, do you want to talk about more about it?
It was awful.
Okay. Clearly.
Don't buy it, please.
Don't buy it. We were talking about a new channel that we're going to be doing. We're going to be... we actually don't know what it's going to be like, but we wanted to do things that are different because...
I know it's going to be awesome.
Whatever it is, the bottom line is going to be awesome. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we can guarantee. We can't guarantee awesome gameplay or awesome commentary. We can just guarantee awesome final product. That's it.
Exactly.
So be on the lookout for that. Was there anything you wanted to say? What do you want to see on that channel?
I've always enjoyed the podcast type deal. Like, I mean, are you going to put gameplay behind what we're doing right now?
Yeah, if you want me to.
Yeah. Well, I want you to.
I ran out of hard drive space because I was beasting so much in Modern Warfare 2. No, I'm serious, because it's not live, and I was like, I got to delete all this stuff, and then I was like, I'm going to save them.
Yeah. All right, well, whatever.
Whatever.
Next question.
So you want
yeah,
podcast?
I guess we'll be doing podcasts. I mean, I think we should do like product reviews, like movie reviews, maybe games. I mean, just a whole bunch of stuff.
There you go. We got reviews. You guys can say what you want us to see, what you guys would like to see as well. I know Bathtub Girl and MediocreMadame, they really enjoy the unboxing videos that I have.
So much that I don't watch them at all.
I click exit right away. So we'll probably do some product reviews on that.
Does that mean I have to go buy boxes to put stuff in?
Yeah, and then you got to unbox them.
Oh, got it.
Actually, in one video, I didn't even unbox it. I just opened the box that the box came in. So like, I totally missed what an unboxing was. I just opened up the package that the box came in. So, but yeah, so be on the lookout for that. We'll do podcasts. We wanted to do, I think, we were talking about Spec Ops, maybe some dual comp live comms, which would be fun too.
Pretty funny.
So,
yeah, we'll do that.
Was there any other random topics you wanted to talk about?
Well, we said we weren't going to talk about this, but Ryan Dunn died, and I know you said you didn't care, but I thought it was pretty sad.
Well, it's sad that he died.
I thought he was really funny. I mean, from what I understand, though, he was drunk driving, so I mean, that's.
And he was driving a 911 GT3, which
that's pretty, kind of on you, boss.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice car to be driving drunk and going 150, whatever.
Being an idiot. I mean, sucks for him and his family, and I don't know if he had any kids or a wife or whatever, but. Whatever. He was funny, and that sucks.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, too.
So I'm pretty glad that I killed the mood on that. So, we done?
We were going to talk about Twitter, I thought. Weren't we?
What were we going to talk about Twitter?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, I could kind of mention that I'm probably going to be deleting a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah, do that. You got a minute.
Well, okay, so I posted a tweet a little while ago, earlier today, that I'm going to be deleting a bunch of people, probably kind of like starting from scratch. If you get deleted, don't take it personally. It's not a big deal. I'm going to be rebooting, retooling. Jess and I are going to be working on the remix. Jess and I are going to be working on the new channel, and my channel is not dead. It's not going away. Don't be scared. Don't unsub. It's going to keep going. It's just we're taking a little hiatus, and everything's going to be fine, so don't freak out.
All right, so we'll end it right there because we're going to run out of time, but I've been JustCase04. Well, JustCase04 on YouTube, JustCase1004 on Twitter, and...
The MediocreMadame.
Deuces.
Deuces.